Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This is workout number 10 and I think it's been about a month since I started my journey. A lot of things that I've learned along the way. I'd started off, doing 10 reps on each exercise, and I used to work out every alternate day or every 2 days. Now, as I reach the 10th workout, I've realized that you need to have a load management. You can't just be doing maximum reps at maximum weight, with the least possible recovery. So what I'm doing right now is I've dropped down the number of reps from 10 to 5, except for the warm-up weights, because warm-up, I feel like 10 reps is required. So I've done 10 reps in this first set, and as you move on to the next set, uh, this is at 52.5 kgs. I remember when I started off, 50 kgs was my highest weight on the squat, and now it's become my warm-up weight. So it's always good to have, these little wins along the way. And also something that I learned over time was getting the right bracing, which is abdominal bracing. So that really helped with the movement. And the camera can't really pick this up, but there's a slight change in my range of motion. You would see that earlier it was a lot deeper, but I don't know, for some reason the camera doesn't pick it up. Before I would basically have the squat in such a way that I would be sitting on my calves, but it still looks the same. Like right now, I'm just going below parallel, and I'm not completely sitting down as such. And I think it's made a big difference, especially in the way my lower back feels after a workout. Although the weights are still high and there's still effort involved, and even the reps are lower, there was a slight bit of pain on in the lower back in the next exercise. But so far, happy with my progress. This is at I think 85 kilos. Yeah, and for 5 reps. And again, it's not that easy. By reducing the number of reps, I still got tired after the fourth rep, so I had to stop to catch my breath. But yeah, definitely much more manageable than doing 10 reps. Because the thing is, I'm increasing my weight on the squat every workout or so, and so you're basically getting stronger. You're kind of like increasing the load every workout. So to keep the same number of reps, as high as 10, becomes a bit of a challenge. So yeah, here you see me on the bench, like lowering slowly because there's a slight bit of a low back pain. But yeah, to anyone that's watching, I would highly recommend you to start keeping a log of your workout. You can just note down each lift, and I feel that really helps to keep you on track. It really gives you an idea of where you're going right and where you're going wrong, and it just makes the whole process a lot smoother. So again, positive news on the bench. So I was able to increase the number of weight that I've been lifting, because I reduced the weight to the number of reps to 5. And yeah, so this is my heaviest bench so far. This is at 57.5 kgs. For a month I was just stuck on 55 kgs trying to get those 10 reps, but obviously I reduced the number of reps to 5, and now doing 126 pounds is quite nice actually. And again, bracing here, you'll see, I'll be taking a big breath and holding it in my belly there, and then you see, and then just racking the weight up, which just gives it a lot more explosive power and a lot more strength. So yeah, that definitely helped. But yeah, you can't do the same while getting up from the bench for some reason. So yeah, just maybe the bracing is only for when you're lifting weights and not when you're uh, getting up off the bench. So now this is a new addition to the exercise, the workout routine. This is overhead press. Obviously, I couldn't do it earlier when I was doing 10 reps each exercise because by the time I would get a little tired. So this is really nice, And yeah, moving on to the second set of overhead press. So again, for 5 reps, this weight is manageable. At some point, at one point, it was my 10 rep max, and now doing it for 5, obviously it felt a lot lighter. It moved much quicker, and I'm glad that I'm back doing this exercise. Had to remove it earlier because of just tiredness from doing 10 reps, and then shifting to 5 reps has sort of made it easy to incorporate a lot more volume. But obviously, it depends on like how much weight also I'm lifting at some point. If when I had like maybe 2 3 plates for each exercise, maybe doing 4 exercises in one workout might not be possible. But for right now, this is really nice, and yeah, it's a pretty decent amount of weight, and yeah, for an overhead press is nice. And yeah, one reason I couldn't do it standing was because the gym ceiling is a bit low. So if I would raise my hand up, it would end up touching the ceiling. So yeah, on to the last exercise, which is rows. And in this, for some reason, this is my strongest exercise, and I've reached all the free weights that are available in my gym. So today I reached 97.5 kgs. So I'm seriously considering maybe just buying, some free weights from Amazon, and just keeping it in the gym. So might be less expensive compared to going to a gym and having a gym membership. And plus, I'd be saving a lot of time also because I don't want to travel to a gym because that would easily take like 15 20 minutes. So yeah, and this is set number 2 in the barbell rows. This is at 60 kgs, one plate each side. And yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or comments, do let me know, because once you end up lifting all the weight in the gym, you kind of have to go to a new gym, or you just buy more weights and keep it in the building gym. So I don't know, what do you guys recommend? Do let me know. And yeah, this is the last set. This is at 97.5 kgs. So it moved a lot slower in my experience when I was doing the exercise. It felt like I was barely lifting the weight up, and but on camera it seemed like it traveled quite a bit. So yeah, that's it. That's the end of this workout. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys in the next one. Bye.